NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. On Wednesday, then on Wednesday. Now the starting group for the visitors. Murray out there with Nash. Then it's Wiggins. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Barrett at the 3 slot. They've got Mr. Fundamentals. Tiny out there with Bottoms. Then it's the Prophet. And it's Speedy in at the 5, roaming the paint. Opening day upon us, Steve. Are you as excited as I am for the new season?
I am, Kevin. Just thinking back when I was a player, you can't wait to try out that new move. You can't wait to play with your new teammates. And I want to get a chance to get my eyes on these new rookies.
Here's Tiny. Passes it to Mr. Fundamentals. The pass to Bottoms. Good on the 3-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Nash outside. He kicks it to Barrett. Poked away, and that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Thompson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The powerful body of Thompson. Easily able to absorb contact and finish.
Here's the Prophet. Pass to Bottoms. From the top of the key. Off the left rim and out. Nash outside. Trying to get open is Thompson. That shot is off.
Blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Thompson with the rebound. Wiggins up top. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's the 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's the Prophet. It's rebounded by Barrett. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's Nash in the corner. A 3-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone. And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Here's Speedy. Misses the three. Gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And it's Wiggins missing. Here's Tiny. They grab their own miss. Stolen by Thompson. Nash outside. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Basket good. Murray's got his second basket.
And I'm a big fan of the awareness of Nash on the floor. A selfless player who's just fantastic at getting the ball to his open teammates in rhythm.
Here's Bottoms. Here's Speedy. Misses, and the dry spell continues. In the corner, Barrett with it. No good on that one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Speedy. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, it doesn't go for him. Gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Drops in the tray.
And the jump shot of Nash, poetry in motion, a super efficient shooter from downtown.
Here's Bottoms. Murray with the defensive effort. Gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Nash. Got a hand on it.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Getting 40% here in the early stages. Nash the pass to Thompson. The dish to Wiggins. Murray outside. Back to Wiggins. The 3. And his 3rd shot of the night. No good. 0 for 3. The pull-up. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Now Nash. Pass to Thompson. And here's Barrett. For the 3. There it is. is. It's Nash picking up the assists.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Tiny, the pass to Speedy. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Releases. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. On 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Nash outside. Kicks to Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes. Barrett's got 5.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
And timeout call by Ryan Saunders.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
An alarming 21% to get things going here. And the pass to the Bulldozer. Pass to the quick. Three-pointer. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Nash, the pass to Powell. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Oh, great ball movement there.
It's an 8-point differential. Passes it to the quick. Here's the Cobra. The pass to Tiny. Will it go? Not gonna fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first 3 from the floor. Now here's Brooks. He's tightly guarded. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
He's perfect from the line this time. Gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Brooks. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 6 on the shot clock. The layup off target.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's the Bulldozer. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. T right on him. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Despite his slim frame, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play.
Here's Tiny. And it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Here's the quick.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Here's the dude. Brooks grabs the board. Shooting 42% to begin this game. Nash outside. 1:32 left to play here in the first. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is where you'll often find Gilgeous-Alexander. He definitely does work in the paint.
Time to the pass to the quick. Shoots. And he overshot that one, missing. Clark kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
No good on that one. Chris Boucher's checked in for Dwight Powell. No luck that time either. 4-on-3 break. Boucher passes to Nash. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you can see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander thinking out there in a good way. He really studies every situation.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
Bottoms, he's checked in for Tiny. And so he hits both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
There's Bottoms. 6 points for him. Pass to the Cobra. They need this one. That shot off the mark. And so it's the visiting team going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
shooting 43% from the field. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. They've got Bottoms, the Cobra out there with the quick, and it's the Dude, and it's the Bulldozer in at the 5 spot. Shoots from the high post. Alexander can't get it to go. Here's the Dude, and it's off the back rim, no good. No good from Clark. Here's the quick. No points in the game yet for him. And the rebound goes to Nash. And they're running. The second effort. Clark trying to get open. And Alexander with the layup.
A better athlete than sometimes given credit for. Alexander can motor.
Here's Bottoms. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bottoms got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Alexander passes to Brooks. Tries again. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
One of those second-round picks who looks like he'll be in this league a long time. That's Dylan Brooks.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Bottoms. Passes it to the Dude. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Now here's Murray. Thompson inside. Tries to keep it alive. Comes up empty down low. And here's the fast break. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Off target with his 3. Gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Wiggins passes to Murray. That shot missing. To the paint. Here's the Prophet. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Wiggins. The offensive rebound. Nice work on the boards. Paying off at the basket. Thompson's got his second bucket.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Murray, good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
To me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Now here's Thompson on the wing. Wiggins. Back to Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists tonight.
Really good hands. Thompson catches the ball well in traffic, then right up in rhythm.
And timeout call by Ryan Saunders.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Inside, Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Thompson finds Wiggins, and here is Murray. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And the three ball is good. Wiggins has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
Out to the right wing. Here's Bottoms. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around. Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Here's Bottoms. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Tiny, he's checked in for the dude. And he makes both free throws. 44% from the floor since we began the second quarter. Murray, the pass to Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Speedy. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good D by Thompson.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Murray, no good. Here's Bottoms. And a miss there on the triple. Being at 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. The Cobra, he's checked in for Mr. Fundamentals. So he gets them both. Hey, Smitty, Steve Kerr talked about how Michael Jordan scared his teammates into becoming better players. Would that kind of approach, you think, work today with players entering the league?
No, I think you have to be careful, yes. But I think on the general, if you're looking at just a blank sheet of paper on how to get guys motivated, I think it takes its leaders, which it starts with ownership, management, coach, and best players. If they work hard and they see the blueprint that way, they usually follow.
Bottoms misses the layup. Bottoms gone 4 of 11 tonight. Barrett kicks to Wiggins. Murray surveying the D. Back to Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists tonight.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
Here's the Cobra. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Trains the three-pointer.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Powell. Off target at the rim. 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
And the first one drops.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Nash is checked in for Jamal Murray. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Tiny. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. Down low. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
He misses the free throw. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And he's good on the second. From the field, 44%, not bad. Wiggins passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Stripped it away. 1:22 left here in the second. There's the pass to Bottoms. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Barrett wide open. He fires. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Tiny. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. And 1:01 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's the bulldozer. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Clark. The first free throw is good. Chris Boucher is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Both shots good from the stripe. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Barrett. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
The quick pass it to the bulldozer. 35 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Bottoms. It's deflected. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Clark outside. Nash left side. 6 to shoot. And the shot falls short this time. Here's Bottoms. Shoots a fader. And so it's the visiting team cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the man in the first. He had 12 points and 4 rebounds. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, right now, they're winning the battle above the rim. I'm talking about all their offensive rebounding, just a ton of second chance opportunities. They just wanted it, and obviously those extra possessions were converted into points that helped them build this huge lead.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Hasn't been pretty anywhere for them, but I point to their weak inside defense more than anything else. They didn't protect the rim at all, and it's cost them, Ernie.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter is set to begin in just a few.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Bottoms having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Andrew Wiggins is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's Nash, then it's Thompson, and it's Murray in at the 2 guard. Releases from 15. That one wide left, being 43% from the field. Here's Barrett. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Barrett's got 9 points.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
The Prophet passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Offline from the top of the key.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, Coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
And it's Nash missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
It's tipped.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Here's Speedy. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Thompson.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
Back to Nash. For 3, Barrett. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Murray with the defensive effort.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And Barrett gets it to go.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And timeout call by Ryan Saunders.
And guys, aggressive in creating his own shots, but thus far they have not been falling. Probably a good time to try and devote some of that energy to getting others involved.
The dude, he's checked in for Bottoms. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Speedy. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
And this is encouraging. Wiggins looking committed to shooting and forcing the D to compromise.
First trip to the line for him here. Free throw good, Wiggins.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Barrett. And both free throws good for Wiggins. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to the Prophet. Here's the dude. Passes to Speedy. Shot clock at 6. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. Speedy's got his first 3 points of the game.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Thompson finds Wiggins. There's the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's the dude. Now the pass to the Prophet. And no good that time. Nice D from Brooks. Murray right side. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Murray's got 10.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Tiny the pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Here's the Prophet. Pass to Speedy. Shoots the three. The shot will not fall.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Nash. Dwight Powell's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Both free throws good from Nash.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Nixon, the pass to Speedy. They need this. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Murray is so skilled at drawing these types of fouls. He loves getting to the charity stripe.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. first one falls for him.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
The bulldozer, he's checked in for Mr. Fundamentals. And so Murray nails both of them. And the home team has possession. Nixon, the pass to the bulldozer. Here's the Prophet. Not going to go that time. Wiggins with some nice D. Deep two from Murray. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Murray's got 14 points for the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Fades. Brooks grabs the board.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Nash with no one around. His three-pointers off the mark. Nash has gone just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. Nixon, the pass to Speedy. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Murray. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And so Murray nails both of them. Here's the quick. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's the Cobra. And that one, good.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
The visitors with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. There's the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's the dude. He's covered by Clark. Nixon gets the bucket.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Pass to Powell. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Passes it to the quick. Here's the dude. Here's the quick. And it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Boucher passes to Clark. Only one man back on D. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
That's That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Here's the Cobra. It's Clark with the rebound. Being right around 46% from the floor in the third quarter. To the middle, here's Boucher. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Drills the three-pointer.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
And here's Barrett. He's got 11 from 18 feet away. Offensive rebound, Clark. He can't get it to go. An ugly 27% since halftime. Stops, pops. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 rebounds tonight. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Barrett's got 13.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Bottoms. No good on the three.
This is the guy who had 3 threes in the first half. Since then, still waiting on number 4.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Can't hit from the elbow.
Well, so far, this cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
Feeds it to Barrett. To the inside. Boucher.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greggy lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well. What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Tiny, he's checked in for the dude. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
A rough 22% so far in this one. And there's the pass to the quick. Here's the bulldozer. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Tiny. He gets it up, and that one released in time, but no good.
Combining the length and the effort, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander making an impact at the defensive end.
And so it's the visiting team. Sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. It seems like nothing they do can go wrong as they string together one successful possession after another and are simply running. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Tiny. Oliver is out there with the Cobra. Then it's Tiny, and it's Guerrero in at the 3 spot. Here's the Cobra. Lock at 6. And it's denied.
A fearless big man. Olenek isn't afraid to challenge opponents on their shots.
And Barrett gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Passes it to Tiny. Steve, if you were playing in this era, how engaged do you think you'd be on social media?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kevin. I think a lot, because I think right now that's just the way this era communicates. And obviously there's some negatives to social media, but there's a lot of positive from a standpoint of being able to reach your fans, get your message out, especially what we've been going through in this time for our social injustice. But I also think there's a lot of marketing and branding opportunities through social media.
Mr. Fundamentals checked in for the Cobra. Here's Oliver, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The first one falls. He's off on the second. Wiggins is checked in for Barrett. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That'll be his second foul of the game. Greg, last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly tough year. And,
wow.
You know, you just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? And you talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. You know, I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. And Smitty, we see the success and the great talent level in the WNBA. Do you ever think we're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had 2 women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against that could have played for sure was Cheryl Miller.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
That free throw, no good. Foul, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. And he sinks the second. Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Nash. Count that one. Nash has got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
The pass to Speedy. Shot clock at 6. The shot. Powell pulls it in.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Right wing. Here's Nixon. It's good from long range. Here's Nash. Well, Smitty, you were a player with versatility and length. How much fun would you have had with today's style of play?
I think, Kevin, I was a guy that kind of played 1 through 3 at 6'8". But nowadays, I could have played 1 through 5. I would have loved playing the 5 position. Reason why, I could have got my shot off at any time I wanted. And the three-point shot, Kevin, you can take 10, 12 three-pointers. I would have loved that. Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
And it's good for 2.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Nixon, the pass to Speedy. Pass to Oliver. That's tipped. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Dort gets it to go. Dort's got his first points in this one.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Speedy. Down low, Oliver. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Olynyk. And he makes the first. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Dort misses, being only 21% from the field so far.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The first free throw is good. Brooks checked in for Wiggins. Both good from the line that time. Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that accomplishment.
You know, Kevin, let's take those two players. Start off with Derek Fisher. Give him a lot of credit. As a role player, he was on some great teams and contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side, LeBron James was on some great teams, and he was the reason they were great teams because he's one of the greatest players of all times. Two different type of players, but both are very impressive.
Here's Speedy. Brooks grabs the board. Gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Passes it to Dort. Now here's Powell. Good. That's now 8 points for ABC.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The pass to Guerrero. Here's Nixon. Here's Speedy. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he knocks down the first one. Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, your smartphone, or your computer. Gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Pass to Dort. Back to Brooks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Just a real solid all-around player. Brooks that time drawing the foul.
And that one falls for Brooks. The bulldozer, he's checked in for Speedy. He hits both from the stripe. On the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Pass to the bulldozer. Had the space there, but it's offline. Now here's Nash. It's good. Nash has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
Pass to Guerrero. To the middle. Here's the bulldozer. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Nash the pass to Powell. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Oliver. Here's the bulldozer. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
A big bucket there to quiet this crowd.
And they need something to cheer about again, and soon.
Nixon, the pass to Oliver. Here's the bulldozer. By Powell, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for Powell. 55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Nixon. 5 on the clock. He tries for 3. The shot, no good. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
He was drafted 2 picks ahead of Giannis Antetokounmpo in 2013. Kelly Olynyk has carved out a nice career, though, but it must still give Danny Ainge nightmares.
That one is off. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pulls up. Brooks grabs the board.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Here's Nixon. Great D that time from Nash. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.